Hey guys, so today I'm going to run you through the deadlift. So first thing, you might notice I'm not wearing shoes. This is just my first tip for the deadlift. If you don't have flat sole shoes like Converse Chuck Taylors or the like, is to lift in bare feet or just your socks, especially for the deadlift. So what I'm going to run through, first thing is the setup. Come over to the side. Closer. So you want the bar to cut your feet in half. That way when you go to set up, your shins aren't going to push the bar forward. Once you have it set up, you have a couple of options for grip. So if you're a raw beginner, having both hands over the bar is a good place to start. Once the weight gets a bit heavy and you can't hold it, that's when you turn to the mixed grip. So the mixed grip is having one hand over and one hand under, like this. Having that position is going to help stop the bar from rolling out of your hands. Now, third option is the hook grip, and that's having a thumb under your fingers. And that'll just be pretty much like the double overhand, but it's going to lock the bar in. So if I look, like this, rather than this, that's hook grip. However, if you haven't done that before, it could be quite painful on your thumb, so it's easier just to stick with double overhand and mixed grip. So once you've sorted that on your setup, nice big chest, straight back, you're going to push your hips backwards. Once you're there, bend your knees down, and that's your position for your setup. Making sure with your feet, you've got a triangle between your big toe, your little toe, and your heel, and that's your base. So if I sit back now, and then down, showing my chest, grabbing the bar, I want to pull myself down into position. So if you come over here, we see the bar will move before I pull it off the floor. So like this. There'll be a little bit of movement before the bar comes off. And what we refer to that as, and that's the slack. So I want to pull the slack out of the bar before I pull it off the floor, and I can use that to my advantage where I can pull the slack to pull myself down into position and stay tight. So like this. So I sit back, down, grab the bar, pull the slack in myself, and now I'm tight. That's the slack in the bar. Now before I lift, it's often ideal over time, you might not be able to get this the first time you do it, is you want to have your lats engage where you're pulling this way. So if you get the feeling of pushing back with your hand, you'll feel your lats engage, and that's going to keep the bar close to your body. If you're loose and you pull, sometimes it will kick out. So I'll show you a couple of reps of what it will look like. So sitting back, pull the slack, head nice and neutral, hips through. On the way down, exactly the same as your first setup. Hips back, to your knee, and then down. Same again. So with your head position, it's going to be up to you where you want to look. You can look straight, you can look down a bit. But making sure if you tuck your chin, you'll have a stronger base to pull off. As well as that, when you're getting through to the top, as hips come through and squeeze your bum, and that's your lockout. One more.